King Alcohol has many forms by which he catches man. He is a beast of many horns, and ever thus has been.
For there's rum,
and gin,
and beer, and wine,
and brandy of logwood hue,
and hawk,
and port,
and flip, combined
to make a man look blue.
He says be merry,
For his good sherry,
And Tom and Jerry.
champagne and perry,
and spirits.
All right. What? What'd I do?
Loud.
I'm sorry. Would you like me to turn it down, sir?
Just a hair.
Would you like me to tell the
you're gonna-
DJ to turn it down?
We're gonna cowboy it.
Howdy how. Oh wait, no, that's
That's
what was that?
Towley.
No, that's not Towley.
No,
that's
Christmas,
Mr.
the
Poopy.
Christmas poo.
Mr. Hanky.
Yeah.
That was Mr. Hanky. Well, cowboy kind of sounds like
He
Mr.
does.
Hanky. All right, where the hell are we?
Oh shite!
I don't know.
We're
It's
at the
I'm,
third-
I'm drinking.
All right.
Go ahead.
Are we starting this?
Yeah. Oh, we started this already,
Holy
man. This has been
Christ.
recording.
We're not even drunk yet.
No, but you wanted to do an
Yeah,
intro.
We gotta do an intro.
You
We're
know.
at the third annual Pies and Pints.
Hi, everybody. This is our intro.
Hi.
We are third annual Pies and Pints.
At the Ibitech Culinary School on Meridian.
Right. And what is this for?
It's Arts for Learning is actually puts it on, and it's to get money for arts and charity.
All right.
Arts
Awesome.
and charity.
Art is charity. No, wait.
It
No,
is.
that's not it. I'm a charity. I need beer. Beer's for charity.
But Jennifer Collins, of
Yes.
course, we talked to from Arts and Learning. She'll be on here to tell a little bit more about it. I don't want to tell too much about it because we want
that's
her
okay.
want her to explain it.
Well, of course. I just
Uh,
wanted to give them a little bit of heads up on what it
'cause
is.
we've been doing this every year, and
Yeah?
charity event, and it's a great cause. Of course, you know what's better than the arts for young minds, right?
Well, this is my first year. Your second, because we missed last year. Well, we didn't miss. We sent Hunter and Hunter Tex-Mex, and I think, didn't Riley show up?
I think Riley was here. We sent the B group.
No, they're not that big group. No, we just sent the pigs, the other offshoot of pigs who couldn't go because we were in Memphis.
Hunter brought the pig pen with him.
Yeah,
is what
we
it
were in
was.
Memphis, right?
Yeah, we were in Memphis.
Okay. So yeah, but they said they had a great time last year.
Yeah.
You were here the first one.
Awesome time. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's been a great event.
Yeah.
We had we got a DJ this year.
Yes, he is. Yeah, we have a DJ.
We
there.
have cheating beer pong.
Yeah, there is. Yeah, there. I saw beer pong over there, but there are like 80 cups in a pyramid.
And you're
It's-
right.
it's-
There better be either a tequila or a goldfish in one of those cups. that
well,
you
it
get.
looks kind of like the carnival,
Yeah,
where but yet you end up missing.
yeah.
90% of your ping pong shots at the carnival to win a goldfish. They have something. I saw something up there. Maybe it's the Yelp table or whatever. Normally you go to a beer festival and they've got the strings with the pretzels and crap around them, right?
Yeah.
They have a lanyard with a triangle pouch in it for your pizza slice. No, I shit you not. We'll
Okay,
we'll
no,
have to take
actually-
a picture of that.
There was something up on the screen up behind us. And I thought it was.
You didn't know what it was? No.
Joke.
No,
So
she's
there's
actually got it over there. It's a
All right.
lanyard. It's a
Yeah.
pizza. It's a slice holder lanyard. We need to get a couple of those.
Well, we need a flask holder and a beer holder. Is what we need.
Oh well, yeah, it's definitely. I mean, I could craft anything out of that. Give me a lanyard, some tape, and a rubber band. I'll make you a beer holder.
Well, you tried to MacGyver our sign. That didn't go over too well.
I tried. It's not my fault the tape sucked. If we had a vertical banner, it'd be awesome.
Thanks, cowboy. But some great people here. Of course, some of the people we love. Round Town.
Round Town, Moon Town.
Town.
There's a lots of town.
A lot of town. Upland's here tonight.
Upland Town, Metazoa Town.
Black Circle.
No, Black Acre.
Black Acre.
Black Acre's here.
Black Acre's here tonight.
There's a couple I think we haven't had before. There's a 20. Was it 20 below or whatever over here? I think it was.
Yeah, I've never had that.
Yeah, so we'll be trying
Yeah.
that a little later tonight and see how that goes. And
Mashcraft is here.
Mashcraft is here, which we tried to get into. You and I tried to get into Mashcraft like a month ago because they opened up the Fisher's location.
Yeah.
Remember?
Yeah.
They yeah. And dude, it was just too packed
It's
for
packed.
us.
Yeah, that's a good thing.
It's a good thing for them.
But
I don't like that kind of pack.
There
but
should be a pig door.
there should be. There's a
Every brewery should have a
yeah.
pig door.
It's like a dog. Like a doggy door,
Yeah.
but it's got like a really round edges on it so the bellies can get through.
It should be like a profile of us going through, yeah.
Sideways.
Going through yeah.
Yeah, that'd probably work. So, beer, pizza. It's still early. We're
It's
just getting
really-
started on the
this
beer.
has always
pizza.
been a very fun event. That's why we keep coming back, because it's been a blast. So looking forward to it. And of course, like I said, we'll get Jennifer Collins on here in a bit and talk more about Arts for Learning and why we're here and what the money's going to.
Yep.
And we're going to drink more beer.
All right. Cheers. See you back.
This is Jerry with Beer Brewery. You're listening to that great show, The Blind Pig Confessions.
Hey, we're back at Pies and Pints.
What?
The third annual Pies and Pints at the Abitech Culinary School. It's an amazing event.
It
And
is.
we have-
I'm good. I'm
We
having
have
beer.
somebody from Arts and Learning, which is why we're here. Mrs. Jennifer Collins, correct?
Yes.
Jennifer.
Yep. I am the development director at Arts for Learning, so I do all the fundraising.
All the fundraising?
yep.
All the fundraising or fundraising?
All up to me.
Fundraising.
Raising the money through fun.
Oh,
That's right.
fund. Okay. Yeah.
Well, before we talk about Pies and Pints, let's talk about Arts for Learning. Tell us
Yeah.
a little bit about it.
Great. We are one of the oldest running nonprofit organizations that provides arts and education programming. We are a statewide organization, part of a national affiliate called Young Audiences. So basically, we have a roster of 60 artists that we send out into the community, schools, hospitals, community centers, juvenile detention centers, to combine an art form with a core subject matter like math, science, history. So we make learning fun for
Right.
kids. Especially, it's great for kids that have trouble learning the conventional way. We teach them another way to learn.
Find a way to learn, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. Have you been there with Arts for a while, or?
I've been with Arts for Learning about 3 years.
3 years.
Okay.
They've been in the community since 1961,
Okay.
so been around a little bit. Yeah.
So where did this concept of Pies and Pints come from?
We actually tasked our Young Professionals Board to come up with a signature fundraiser, something that obviously fit with their sort of young mindset and what we thought people would like to do. And they said, why not a pizza party? Like, nobody's doing it. And we're like, okay, what goes with pizza? Beer.
Beer.
So it's pizza and beer.
Wait. So hold on. You tasked your young people
Yeah.
to come up with a fundraising that they can't attend, though. No, I'm just kidding. You know what I mean?
Most of them are 21.
No, but I think it goes back to it all kind of ties in with arts with the craft beer scene and the
It's
you
an
know,
art.
the pizza scene. It is an
Yeah,
art.
Even pizza.
definitely. And yeah, like we even have one of our breweries that here tonight that built their own bar.
Yeah.
So
Around
yeah,
town.
We
yeah,
love
we're
around
all
town.
about it. You
Yeah.
know,
Yes.
yeah. There's creativity in every aspect
Yeah.
of life.
Awesome.
And yeah, and I know a lot of the craft breweries around town are really connected to the art scene.
Yes.
If you walk into their
Oh, yeah.
like brick and mortar, you'll see art all over the walls.
Well, they're
So-
doing that, or they're playing vinyl, or
Yeah,
they're associated with some sort of Fountain Square. You know, is usually associated with a good music. You know, they've got music stuff down there.
Yeah.
Fountain
Yeah,
Square Brewing.
definitely.
Yeah, it's been a constant theme in Indiana of an arts and craft. You know, the
Yeah.
craft, whether it be art, music, whatever. Distilleries. You know, that's what we push too. It's there's craft in everything. And it's all local.
It's been prominent. I see that in Indianapolis. I've seen it in places like Traverse City, where
Michigan's really big on it too.
Yeah.
But the cities that really tie that in together with the art and with the beer, they know it all goes together, and that
Oh, yeah.
they embrace it, and then both of them work together to do things. So it's great to see.
Which is great.
Yeah.
And so we tie pizza in just because it's delicious.
Yeah.
And, helps you drink more beer.
Are you a
True.
beer drinker yourself?
I am.
What
yeah.
Are you?
I'm an IPA fan. So
I'm so sorry. Oh,
it's
wait,
all
no.
right. I like porters as well.
We're actually drinking right now. Man,
Metazoa's-
Brennan and I are really kind of we're staggered on this one right now. Metazoa does good brew, and
Yeah.
Metazoa's here, but I've tended to mainly hit on their like lighter stuff. They've got some floral ones I've had in the past. I can't remember them right now just
Yeah,
because
that chamomile one.
that came. That's what it was.
Yeah.
But they have a chocolate milk stout that, dear God,
It's like
it is a
eating
chocolate bar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
which
delicious.
without a bitter, without too much sweet.
Mhm.
It's actually very impressive to do.
Yeah.
Because a lot of places, chocolate milk stout it's a standard. You know, it should be standard, but some places just get it way wrong, and it tastes it tastes like dark chocolate bitter or too much. You know, the hop is wrong in it. But they did a really good job on this one.
Yeah, they definitely have tasty brews. The best part, the thing I love about Metazoa, one, you can take your dogs. They have a dog park
That's
at the brewery.
I missed last week. I guess they had the Indiana Bulldog Rescue had a whole Saturday of bulldogs, and I couldn't go.
Yeah,
I was so bummed.
Yeah, they did Greyhounds. I think this.
Oh, really?
Really?
I think it might be this weekend. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, they're super into animal rescues, and they actually donate a percentage of their profits per pint to animal rescues.
Yeah, we saw that, and because we did a show there a year, maybe 2 ago, about 2 years maybe now.
Summers ago.
Yeah.
And we were amazed by that, and they're making great beer, and they're giving back to the community and and I'm an animal lover, so I just love Metazoa. So
yeah, they've been really good, good people.
So that's great. That's a great thing about craft beer. It's like such a community.
Yeah.
And all these guys, they're not in competition.
Right.
They're hand in hand with this.
Oh yeah.
And they love giving back to the community.
Right.
People just come down and sit at our freaking table. Oh wait, Jordan.
But where am I? What happened?
I don't know. You're at Pies and Pints.
Oh, sorry.
Jordan just walked
Been a
in.
while.
Jennifer, it's okay. This is actually a pig.
Oh, all right.
All of us were at the first year. Well,
No,
Jordan and
I was
were
not.
Jordan and I were at the first year of Pies and Pints, and then last year we were all in Memphis
Right.
for Pies and Pints. So we sent Hunter, and he brought the pig pen with him to do
Pretty
this again
much.
because we love this. We don't want to miss it, so we want to keep coming back because it is such a great event. We love the arts, and we love what everything ties together. And so it's something special for us. And I know, Jordan, you loved this the first year we came here.
Yeah, absolutely. It was a much more intimate event, like I can see it is tonight. I just walked in the door, but I can already see that compared to a lot of the beer festivals, it's a lot more quaint and a lot more personalized. It has a much personal feeling to it. So, and I think that's one thing that we really enjoyed the first year as well. I also was sad that we missed last year, but
yeah, they have super amateur beer pong over there because there's 80 cups in a triangle. It's like super amateur beer pong.
Nice.
But the prizes are great.
Yeah, the fish don't. You get a goldfish, but it's actually in the beer, and so it doesn't live like. That might be Metazoa. That's not going to be Metazoa's new brew. No. They like animals too much. Wait,
no.
What does Arts and Learning have coming up for 2018? What's going on?
Well, fundraiser-wise, we're getting ready to start the Brackets for Good tournament. I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with it, but it's a tournament started by a group of Butler grads locally about 5 years ago, and it pairs up nonprofits. They put them in sort of a bracket like March Madness, and they compete with each other to raise money for their organization, and then whoever has raised the most money that week or whatever goes on to the next round. And so then it works down into where it's just two people or two organizations competing. Whoever comes out on top gets $10,000 for their organization in addition to anything they raised. So we are one of the 64 chosen for Indianapolis. This thing is growing huge. It started in Indianapolis, I think, in 2012, and now it's across the nation.
Oh, nice.
They've started it in all the other major cities. So
yeah, but do you have to compete against the other cities too?
only if you win the grand prize,
you win the grand,
you
then you go
get
against
thrown into the
Okay.
nationwide
Yeah,
thing.
okay.
If you get there, you're golden.
Yeah.
Because it's like $100,000 grand prize.
wow.
Yeah.
Jordan,
So-
Blind Pigs is a charity, right?
Yeah.
No, Blind Pigs does charities.
Damn it.
Blind Pig comes to fundraising.
We work for
right?
we work
So
for
they can drink pizza and beer.
yeah. We'll work for beer.
Yeah, there you go. But yeah, if you guys like chocolate, we're also doing a fundraiser in April called Chocolate Fest.
You know, we
Chocolate
got
Fest?
we got
Yeah.
invited to that the first year, and then
And
we
we were-
didn't end up getting to go for some reason.
I think we were doing another festival that first year. We already had it scheduled
On the books,
out.
yeah.
When is that?
April 14th.
April 14th.
Yeah, it's all chocolate all the time. Yeah, that a couple years ago we actually had beer at it, but
That's a Saturday, right?
yeah,
It's Death and Taxes Day. That's why.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
There
I
we
think
go.
there's other events that go on that involve beer, and we actually have taken beer out of it and made it more family friendly. So it's
Any events you guys have, make sure you let us know because we'll always push
We'll at
anything
least
you guys
push it
do on
for
our
you,
page.
yeah.
And
that'd be great.
let it
Yeah.
go. But yeah, this is what we do. We love the community and the local stuff. So it just doesn't have to be just beer. We love what you guys are doing. So let us know. We'll definitely push anything you guys do on our page. And
Excellent.
get it out
Appreciate
there.
that.
We did a show with the donut guys.
Yeah?
Quack
Yep.
Daddy's Donuts came on the show.
Yep.
Now we did try to pair their beer or their donuts with beer, but
Yeah, I
you
think
know.
you should because, coffee is in a lot of the
Well,
porters.
we did learn that dark beers are pretty much the only beers that work right now. Well, with what we had.
Right.
Dark beers work better with donuts than like IPAs. IPA does not work. No, we tried one. It's okay, but no.
Well, depending on the hoppiness, now it tastes like grapefruit juice, and a lot
Right.
of people drink
Well,
that.
that's
Oh,
what
yeah.
I don't.
Yeah,
but,
Well, we didn't have anything. I think that's what it said was like an orange
Yeah.
or a saison, like an
Yeah.
orange saison or something like
and
that.
that's
would
what we were
probably-
looking for, and we
Yeah.
just didn't have
We just
that
didn't have
available.
those available. So
Yeah.
For
All
what
right.
we had, it was the stouts obviously worked best. Stouts and porters worked great because you creamy, chocolatey donuts and
Oh, yeah.
and everything from them. So yeah, it was a good time though.
So this Metazoa milk stout would
Dude.
work
Jordan,
great.
try
right?
this.
Oh, yeah.
This is chocolate.
Yeah.
Oh, this is a spectacular. Jordan hasn't had this yet.
And it's
There's
great
no
'cause
bitterness,
it's-
Jordan.
yeah.
It is a chocolate bar in a cup.
Wow.
Pretty good, yeah.
And that's Metazoa?
Minnesota chocolate milk
Yeah.
stout, man.
Yeah, well, I mean, when we did the Metazoa show, though, they had a lot of good brews on tap.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
Even early when they were early on, they had a
Yeah.
good selection that they brought us many rounds
well, because
of.
I was going to say, we drank about 15 different kinds that night. So, I mean, they had quite a variety, and most
Twice.
of them were good, yeah.
Yeah.
Twice.
Yeah.
I've always been impressed with Metazoa.
Yeah, they do. They come up with some really clean, good stuff.
Yeah, and I like the variety. Like their
Yeah.
stuff changes on their boards.
That's
like,
what I was going to say. They
Yeah.
always got
So
something
it's-
different that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Not to sell
they're good
anybody
at.
else here short. I mean, we got Beer Brewery, Centerpoint's here. Centerpoint had a good stout. They got that a good imperial stout. And
Really
they,
good
they
stuff.
had a what was the? We'll talk to them too. Hopefully later.
Yeah.
They have a beer that they aged in.
8 point or 8.
Might have
remember
been,
the
no,
name
10
of
and a half. No, their imperial was a 10 and a half.
Yeah.
10, yeah, the Imperial was, but that white
They have-
pale
they-
ale with in a
Put in a virgin white oak barrel with
Before
nothing
any- oh.
before any liquor, before anything else. Awesome.
It's
Very awesome.
really good.
It tasted like the spruce and a little bit like the spruce and juice at Black Circle.
Gotcha. Okay, so
It woodsy-
pulled a lot more of the.
It had wood.
The wood tone
very
to it.
Yeah.
woodsy. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like drinking.
Brennan's like I'm going to get splinters in my mouth.
but it was absolutely delicious. Yeah.
Just refreshingly differently delicious. It's kind of the weird, wood because they're starting to do that now. They'll take a fresh barrel and put the beer in it, and then they take the beer barrel and give it to the distillery instead of the other way around that they normally do. They're starting to do that a lot now.
Really?
Pretty cool. Oh yeah, they're doing beer barrel aged whiskeys
Yeah.
rather than
Yep.
bourbon barrel or whiskey barrel aged beers. They're starting to turn it
Yeah.
around now.
New Holland won an award with one of the whiskeys
Yeah, they did.
in the Dragon's Milk beer
Yeah.
bar.
Yep.
Really?
Yeah,
Huh.
it's actually it's a cool difference. Whereas normally, everything was like, oh, you get a whiskey barrel and blah blah blah. And now they do the beer gets in the barrel first, and then they give it over to the distillery.
Huh,
Yeah.
Interesting.
Of
I
course,
enjoy learning stuff.
You should try that Centerpoint. Try that Centerpoint
Yeah.
with the white oak one on there.
It's
It's
tasty.
pretty good.
They have it here tonight.
Yeah.
I haven't had it yet, so I need to make sure I go get
Oh,
that.
well, you
Oh,
just
yeah,
got here.
it's-
You got rounds to make.
I do. Yes, I'm sorry. My child had Cub Scouts, and I was like sitting there watching the clock the whole time, and then finally
Oh, poor kid.
I'm like, I gotta go.
I love you, son. Beer
Find your
calls.
own way home. You gotta go.
Did you call him an Uber home?
Oh no, I left the wife there.
Okay, there you go.
But Jennifer, we love doing this. We hope we're here every year because this is a great event. We care a lot about what you guys are doing, so we just love being here.
Absolutely.
And we
Thank
love
for
beer
being
and
on.
pizza. So
Yep.
Yeah,
it's easy.
absolutely.
It's an easy love.
Speaking of which, I need more
Yeah.
beer and pizza.
Well, we love having you, so yeah,
Good
we'll
deal.
definitely send you an invite each year.
Thanks,
All right.
Jennifer.
Sounds
Thank
good.
you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Cheers.
This is Robert Ralph Feddersen, and you're listening to Blind Pig Confessions. The bear eats the dude.
You should not keep it. You should destroy it.
All right, we're up, man.
The third annual Indy Pies and Pines.
We're back.
Yes. Thank God I'm here a second time.
Jordan made it.
I
Jordan,
did.
Jordan finally came back.
I did.
He gave up his. He said, "Screw you, kid. Screw your Cub Scout meeting, Cub Scouts meeting.
I stayed for an hour.
Priorities are great."
He did everything the judge told him to.
That's right.
A little bit more. There we go.
That voice is, of course, one of our favorite buddies from Round Town, Mr. Eric Fear.
Can you feel the fear?
Nice.
We love having you.
Gentlemen, thank you for having us back. This is where we met you last year.
Was it?
We met you at this festival.
Oh,
Oh, that was you meant the Hunter and the.
It was the B crew. That's what you said. They said they were really good, and I thought they were.
And then he met us. Went. Why are they calling
Well,
them
why
B
they-
crew?
oh, now I know why they
That's
call
like
them the B crew.
A-plus
Yeah, yeah. Because then I met you guys at the next hot model thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Definitely.
And that's where it went downhill.
And then
Sorry.
Then we
I
played some
apologize.
pinball at Roundtown. And
Nice.
Eric kicked some ass. And
Whitestown. Then we were at Whitestown, and you know.
Did you hear what we've done with the pinball at our spot?
No.
So
I heard
we,
a little bit.
Have you?
I heard a little bit, but
Nice.
Elaborate to the listeners.
Let's talk about it. So we took that kind of dark area, the corner where like the floor was all unlevel, and we had those old couches.
Where Jeremy and Brendan were hanging out.
Oh yeah. We
Wait a minute. There's the dark corner's gone?
we mopped 4 times after that, and it
It
still
doesn't come out.
it didn't.
Don't ever shine a black light in that corner.
I'll bring a chisel over next weekend.
So we actually built like a raised playfield. Like it's almost like deck-like, but super sturdy, raised to level everything out, and then we put AstroTurf on it. And we're in the process of getting some artwork. We're gonna put some hash marks and like paint it like a plate, like a football field. And we've got right now we have 11 pinball machines up there.
Oh, sweet.
And they are literally some of the best in the city.
Sweet.
Nice.
And we've really gone the extra effort, to really become a part of the pinball community. It's
You have like
bringing-
a Tom. Are you gonna have like a Tommy competition, and one big one with lights and everything all over. Everybody gets LSD before they go in.
Are you in my head right now?
That's what I do.
Nice. We are. Well, once the artwork's like finalized and I know exactly when we're gonna have it, we're gonna announce a launch party for it, and we'll do some fun things for that night. But at the same time, we'll also announce our first actual tournament.
Sweet.
It'll be something where you can actually get like the IFPA points for it. And
Oh, nice.
So
I'm sorry, the what?
it's the International Flipper Pinball Association. Or
There's
something
a
like
literally, seriously, there's a.
yeah. You can get so you get ranked. Like Centerpoint, the beginning of the year had the Indiana State Championships there.
Oh,
So the
shit.
top 16 players in the state played at Centerpoint, and it was pretty awesome.
All right, I did not know there was actually still like a ranking, like pinball organization.
You're pretty excited, aren't you?
Out
You're
of-
getting
No,
yourself
because I
involved.
suck at pinball, man.
Now here's a little self-promotion. So take your guess. Within 1,000 points, what do you think my rank is in the world?
One.
Wait, in the world or in
Number freaking one. Oh wait, this is radio.
1600?
Just so everyone else can see it, he put his middle finger up.
I did not.
I'm done. It was nice
Called
talking
you
to
number.
guys.
I called you number one.
Nice. 1,600 would be awesome. No, I'm in the top 8,000. No big deal.
Top 8,000 pinball players in the world. Yeah. All right. Hey,
It's pretty.
I'm
it's pretty
probably
fun.
not in any of those.
Wow.
Hey,
No, it's awesome, man. No, that's
I'm-
really cool. No, it's actually it's a really
very
cool,
cool.
different thing, man. I'm not denigrating it at all. That's actually very cool.
it's pretty fun.
It's
It's pretty fun, and I'm glad that the people involved in it have really helped us out.
Well, yeah, because I'm just still thinking back to when we did our first show. I think it was me, Brendan, and Jeremy Brown.
Yeah.
Which
Yep.
he might be here. We're not sure.
might show up.
He had to get out of church. He had
He's telling
church
jokes.
tonight.
He's telling
He
jokes.
had telling jokes at church tonight.
Clean jokes.
Nice.
So
Nice.
he needs a beer. He can only stay in church so long before it just gets a little too hot.
Yeah. I don't know how he tells clean jokes for that long. but
Yeah, I know.
We'll see.
But you only have like 2 pinball machines. You were very proud of the pinball machines.
Oh, yeah.
But you had like 2
Oh, yeah.
pinball machines.
Yeah.
And now it's become an actual thing. That's awesome, man. No, I like it.
I'm sorry. Two's not enough for you.
No. I
Fair
need
enough,
more.
Fair enough. It was.
No, I like that you built it up off of just the
Yeah.
2 pinball machines that you had, because you and Jeremy were playing there for a couple of rounds, just
Yeah.
while we were right after the show. So it's awesome that you're building that up into a unique thing,
Yeah.
which
Yeah.
a lot of breweries have, like their unique
Yeah,
thing.
absolutely.
Metazoa's got their, their animal charities, and a lot of the dog friendly stuff and all that they do, and it's cool to find a nice, neat, unique thing.
Absolutely.
But you
So
guys have turntable nights as well, right?
Yeah, we do Tuesday. We do vinyl night.
Okay.
So yeah.
Are you still running the trivia on Sundays?
Not really. It kind of died off towards the end of the football season. It just died off.
They realized
we
you just-
may bring it back, but we'll see.
I'm just curious. I got to ask this. So, how does one find out what their rank in the pinball world is?
If you're registered, man.
Initially I started, I only played once a year. I would play at the Fountain Square Pinball Classic, the Silverball Classic, and they register everybody then on this organization. So by like the third or fourth year, I looked and I'm like, oh, wow, I have a ranking. I'm going to try to take this seriously.
So you actually have to play like sanctioned matches, though.
Yeah.
It's not like all these people who go and play the golf game on the weekends and they're but they're part of a big
Right.
That golf
like
arcade
that,
game is
similar,
really big,
though, but
you know what I mean. But that's kept up. You can literally play anywhere as long as you log in with your login and get ranked for that game or whatever. This one, pinball, since they're not on the cloud. They're not in the cloud.
Right.
Someone's got to obviously judge and count.
Yeah, and it's more because of how much is going on with pinball. It's more like head-to-head matchups. Whoever wins that night.
Gotcha.
You can't take your score from one table one night and compare it to somebody else at a different place because it's set at a different angle and it's.
I gotcha. Okay.
So the Sinking Ship actually just had a big tournament.
No shit.
I believe 2 Saturdays ago.
Awesome.
Yeah, it was 2 Saturdays ago. It was great.
That's awesome, man.
It's great. It's pretty cool. So let's give.
We're gonna pause for just a second and come right back.
Nice.
And it was just a little break. We didn't want to Jennifer from the Pies and Pints and
no, they're
Arts for
close to the goal too. That's
they
awesome.
are very close to their goal.
And it's early.
Yeah, it is. It's
Nice.
impressive.
Can we just sign Jeremy up for 500?
Yeah.
Jeremy, you're not here. You got to donate $500, man. Sorry.
Nice. So, eventually, let's get back to beer because I think
Yes,
you guys
let's
do a
go
beer
back.
podcast and not a pinball podcast. But let's at least throw a little shout out to some of the guys that have helped us get this set up, right? So, there's that group in Fountain Square that started the Pin Vault. Those guys are fantastic. Sam is one of the brewers over at Fountain Square. There's a couple other guys, Matt and John Rangel, who's the owner operator at La Margarita. Those guys have really helped. We've got a few of their machines, and then we have Bud Somerville has Chief Entertainment. He's the one that has all the games at Centerpoint, and he's got 5 machines at our spot.
Oh, crap.
And he's known really throughout the state and to some extent in the country of if it's a Bud game, it's gonna play really, really well.
Cool.
It's gonna be beautiful. And then somebody was kind of seriously saying it, and I thought it was more of a joke, but I now use Pinball Map. They have an app on the phone, so it's pinballmap.com, but Pinball Map, literally you pull it up and it tells you where the closest machines are, and it's all
Nice.
peer reviewed. So I make sure I keep our lineup up to date on it. We had a guy in 2 days ago from Florida. We opened at 2:00 on. Actually no, it was yesterday. We opened at 2:00 on a Thursday. He was there at 1:50. And he's like, hey, you gonna turn the machines on? And we're like, oh yeah, absolutely. So we flip them on, and he's like, yeah, you guys got a great lineup. And so I had to go talk to him. As he's finishing his first beer, I'm like, so, all right, how did you find out about us? And he's like, well, there's this app. I'm like, oh, I know the one you're talking about.
Awesome.
And I was like, all right. So he's in town on business. He's from Florida, and he's just like, yeah, man.
Why does it sound like they're dealing crack? I gotta get my pinball fix in. Damn it. That's pretty cool. I mean, it's kind of funny.
I do have a little bit of a problem. Thanks for pointing that out.
Oh, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. I'm making fun of addicts,
So we know the pinball's awesome. We know the vinyl night's awesome.
The beer's awesome.
But the beer is awesome. So let's talk about the beer a little bit
just
from
gonna
around
say,
town.
So you're drinking Irish coffee right now. What are you two drinking, by the way? You got other people's beers.
It looks like a lager.
Yeah, I'm actually doing. It's the milk stout from Minnesota. Which is awesome.
Yeah, he's still drinking that one.
I know. I'm asking because I know they're not ours. I want to know what they are.
I've got the Moontown Porter.
Yeah.
Nice. How is it?
Very good.
Into the void.
Nice.
Very solid.
Oh yeah, good stuff.
Nice. That's
Always.
awesome.
Moontown and Round Town. We love the towns. No, we do. I'm not kidding you. The towns have been great. Haven't had a bad town yet.
It's pretty great when you can come to a Friday night event like this and have good beer from a lot of new places.
Yeah.
Moontown's 2 doors down from us right there.
Yep.
In the setup here. Sorry for those listening on the radio.
Yeah, they are not downtown Indiana. Trust me.
And I'm excited. I've already had a conversation with them. They're great guys.
Oh,
yeah.
They're making
Great
good
people.
beer.
Yep.
That's what this city needs.
Oh yeah.
So,
Absolutely.
And like the town, we love Moontown. We love you guys because all the beers are just solid. I mean, even the beers are maybe a style we don't particularly care for, I'm going to drink it from around town because I know it's still going to be a damn
What do you got
good
coming
beer.
up? Because last time, remember we were there. We didn't record, but last time we were there, I think you were doing a honey something or another from.
They had
you had
that,
gone on your honey trip.
Yeah.
We ended up doing 2 honey beers. We
Right.
did a saison with honey.
That's right.
And then we did a honey porter.
Yep.
The honey porter, the National Honey Board actually reached out to us and they supplied the honey.
Sweet.
So we got some raspberry honey.
That's the one. Yeah, I knew it was a raspberry something.
Yeah.
There was a raspberry something in there. What do you got? What do you guys got coming up?
Right now we're still rocking. So we got our 4 house beers. I think everybody knows them, but I'll repeat it.
Yeah.
So
Lager.
Roundtown Lager, the Irish coffee, which is Irish red with some local coffee from Limelight. Liz does great things.
Yes.
The Happy Face Pale.
Yep.
And then the Kiss IPA.
Yep.
We also have our 98 Stout, which is an American stout. About 7% alcohol, and it's got that nice, like, heavy dry hop note. So
Okay.
the hops aren't the main feature,
Sure.
but God, they're a good sidekick. And then we're still working out the details, but I think we're gonna cut Jerry loose. We're gonna let him do what he does best, make a double IPA.
Oh, okay. Hold on. When you say cut loose, that's a little different. You're gonna let him go do his thing. You're not gonna cut him loose.
We're gonna cut him loose. Let him
Oh,
go.
okay.
Let him
You're
go crazy.
Okay. 'Cause when I hear cut loose, it means you're fired. And I was like, well, what's wrong with you? What are you doing? What?
All right. We're gonna unshackle Jerry.
There you go.
Edit, rewind, cut that. Let's go back.
No, that works perfectly.
So Eric, what's coming up next?
You're gonna let him fly like an eagle.
Yes. Yes.
We can only use like a 5-second snippet of that song then on this, or you would have to.
Yeah, you gotta pay royalties.
Do do do.
Can afford that.
Do 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 do.
So that's a good segue. So we do, a lot of pinball machines have
Yeah.
that, like you get a free ball, like a auto ball or auto launch when the ball drains too quick.
Jordan likes free balls.
We call those Jerry balls at the brewery. Because Jerry gets his money's worth. He usually gets to play 6 balls on each game he plays. But
All right.
6 months ago, he made fun of me for playing pinball. Now
Oh,
he plays.
shit.
Now he plays. He
Oh,
loves
yeah?
it.
Is he?
He loves it. Yeah.
Look at him. It's a gateway drug. I'm telling you.
Oh yeah.
Eric's out dealing pinball on the corners.
Oh yeah.
Hey kid.
Oh, yeah.
Hey kid, you want to play some pinball?
The funny thing is I act like I joke. I say it's my drug dealer move. I often put a free credit in and be like, first one's on me. After that, you got to pay.
Oh, what a good sales. That's why he's in sales.
And I cackle maniacally and walk away. They're like, what's wrong with that guy?
That guy's crazy. Why does he look like a mountain man? All right. Eric, thanks, man. Thanks for stopping by the booth again. You want to anything else you want to hit that's coming up on the round?
I was gonna ask what's coming up with you guys. What do you have? What's next? Where are you guys gonna be next?
Oh, for fuck's sake!
Fuck,
we can't keep up, man.
Fair enough.
I just
It literally.
we got 2 groups going now here in South Bend and up north. We can't keep up.
So with all the Michigan
with all
breweries-
the festivals going on, it's just like it's just nonstop.
And it's just winter, and now it's
Yeah.
winter festivals too. We were supposed to try to go do Shelf Ice last weekend, but we couldn't make it. I mean, it used to be just festivals were in the winter or in the summer, except for Winterfest.
Yeah.
Now, I mean, they literally make it a point of, oh, hey guys, it's 20 degrees below zero outside. We're going to put everybody out, literally outside on a shelf of ice. And let's just all drink beer.
Just get
Okay.
drink. Yeah, nothing wrong with that.
I do wonder. I did really want to go to that because I wanted to see if they had to actually bring in, you guys, because you got to put ice in your stuff to,
Right.
to chill the lines and all that.
Oh, yeah.
I kind of wondered if they were just grabbing snow off of it and put it in there, or if they literally had because normally there's like the big trailer full of the bags of ice.
Oh, yeah.
I just wanted to see that. It's a little weirdness in me. I just wanted to see if we're on a shelf of ice, do you still need ice to keep your beer cool, or do they just stick it in the snow? I really wanted to see it. But no, but
I guess you'll know next year.
But I think there's another festival up. There was Frigid Digits.
Yeah, for Center
last
Points.
weekend
Oh, yeah.
too.
Yeah.
I mean, now it's all winter festivals
Yep.
too.
Yeah.
It's like, good lord.
There's not a bad time to drink beer.
No, there's
Patrick.
not. But out on
I know,
like
he's so
frozen,
bitchy about it.
Out on a frozen lake is might be a little much for me. I don't know. That's pushing it.
Well, I actually even lost Max and Jerry were both like, yeah, we're not going to take any ice buckets. We're just going to let the beer be cold. I'm like, no, we can't do that. And then I pulled up the weather. I'm like, oh, I got it.
Did you do shelf ice?
No.
Oh, okay.
We did
Which
Frigid
one?
Digits.
Oh, Frigid Digits. Okay.
Yeah, we did Center Points. It was awesome. It was a good event.
Yeah, we have Lebanon coming up too.
And we'll be at Savor. By the time they hear this, it'll be over.
I know.
But
I'm just saying he asked what was coming up. I'm
Oh,
just
yeah.
saying that's another festival we'll be at
in the wintertime.
in the wintertime.
I
Yeah.
wanted to give you guys an opportunity to talk about yourselves. You interview other people all day. That gets boring.
Yeah,
Let's talk about you guys.
We're not really fucking interesting.
We can't, like I said, we have so many breweries in this town, so many great stuff to we talked about earlier, but 2 years we still couldn't hit every brewery in this freaking place. And now we're doing Michigan and northern Indiana, and we're going to be doing One Well up in Kalamazoo here soon, and we just keep
we literally
spreading out, and people keep asking us further out to come by. We're going to do a man trip in Wisconsin here in, I think, April. And we're going to do some breweries up in Wisconsin. So, I mean, we just...
With just what's left in Indiana, we could do another year and a half worth of shows probably. Yeah. Doing again one a week. If we didn't add in any festivals. If we just literally hit every brewery that's around. We're doing one, that's another year and a half's worth of work. Then you add in all the stuff up in Michigan, right around Lake Michigan. There's like 14 breweries within 20 minutes of each other. Every one. You can hit like 14 breweries within an hour.
Oh, yeah.
From just going around, the lakes.
And then we got to get back
and
to
then
places
and then you
we
got
love.
Wisconsin.
We got to get back to places we love, like Round Town now and again.
Right. We can't just, 3. Okay, guys, we'll be back in 3 years when we finish the circuit.
Honestly, you guys want to come in during either the launch party for the pinball thing or the tournament that we have?
Oh, yeah.
We're going to do. One of the guys that has a machine there, they have a live streaming rig. So they'll set it up so you can see the score, see the machine, and see the reaction. So we'll put a TV there as well so we can live stream, live stream, So if we had that going and we had you guys there,
Jordan,
pretty awesome.
Jordan has a setup like that, but you got to pay to see that.
That's on the dark web, Pat.
All right, on that note, I think we're done.
Yes, I know how to finish the show.
You guys are awesome. I'll make sure you find out. I should have details hopefully by the end of next week.
Good deal, man. Mr. Fear, always a pleasure. Love you guys.
Round Town, thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you for the Irish coffee, sir.
Oh, for sure.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Hi, this is Mel from Alley's Ale House. Come check us out for the best local and craft beer selection in Hamilton County and the most amazing craft food on the north side. We've always got something going on, whether it be poker, euchre, live music, or DJ bingo. You can check us out on Facebook or on our website at bulletpinheads.com.
Third annual Pies and Pints. We're back.
Yeah, there we go. That's a much better introduction.
Yes.
You might have to edit something out of there.
Every time you say the word edit, we have to edit that out, right?
No, you don't.
Sometimes I don't, because sometimes it's funny.
Yeah, you're supposed to listen to the edit in context.
Especially when you let the edit part in. If it's not, something from one of our brewer friends, but if it's just us idiots talking and someone says, edit that. Nope. Staying in there. You're an idiot. That's staying in.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Yeah, this is much better though than the old days, Brendan. Like on the original podcast we were on before this one, where we would just go on like really, really bad tangents.
Well, no, we need some more of those though.
Oh, not like we had on some of those shows.
Oh no, yeah, but we still broadcasted those.
No, actually,
now we have a reputation.
There was an episode that Brendan will remember is at his house, and it was entitled "Baby Mama." It didn't go well.
Dude, did you hear the episode we did at Rob's garage? When there was like 40 of us in the garage all of a sudden, and then we ended up at Claude's. I mean, Miller was there.
Yeah,
Miller ended up showing up.
Those didn't all air.
Oh, they didn't.
Damn
it!
No. I think
that was
the first part of one did.
That was the first time. That was when we had the Rogue Sriracha beer the first time.
Oh, that was.
Yeah, wasn't there like a frickin' chest hair or nut hair one? Beer
yes, there was like a beard hair or something like that, a nut ball one, or I don't know. But
that was a fun episode. I had a lot of fun. That
it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, those episodes are fun to do, but there
were like 5 of us at first, and then all of a sudden there were like 20 of us, and then we finished the podcast, and then we all went to Claude's.
That sounds like what we used to do.
Sounds about right. All right, guys. So going good. So crowd's going well. I think this goes to 10 o'clock or something like that.
Yeah.
Yep. Absolutely.
Good pizza. You got your the pies in the house tonight. I think we had hops and something.
Hops and craft or something?
No, there's
Hops and crack. Sign me up for that pizza.
I feel bad. Well, we were talking to the little kid chef outside. He literally looks like he's 12, but he
did.
He was pretty awesome. He's right there with the hat on, pointing at us, right in front. But I think it's we'll have hops
Wait
and
a
fire.
minute. Why were you guys out front with a 12-year-old boy?
I'm rating him over.
Edit.
Holy shit!
I told you.
All right, so put your headphones on there, dude, for a minute, real quick.
We were literally just talking about you because we were out front and we were starting to talk about the pizza in place. It was hops and fire, right?
Yeah.
And no offense, you look like you're 12.
I know.
How old are you? 13?
Are you 12?
No, I'm actually 21.
Are you
21.
shitting me?
Okay.
Wow.
At least this is legal now. All right, we're good. I was really I wasn't gonna say anything because I was like, I'm off this. I'm not.
He's the chef. But you're one of the chefs at Hops and Fire, right?
Yep.
You were telling us about the pizzas you guys have. You had the golden pig,
Yep.
which we like pigs because we are pigs. And then what was the other pizza you had?
The Greek Odyssey.
Greek Odyssey. But you said the crust you guys make with a beer or something with beer?
Yes, it was made with a damned blonde.
Hang on, we're still trying to help her out there. Sometimes you gotta wiggle it,
Just a little bit.
and then you have to listen to Jordan. So I'm sorry, what's your name again?
Joshua.
Joshua, nice to meet you, man. So we were just out chatting out front with the chef, man. Tell us about some of the pizzas and Hops and Fire, man.
The first pizza, the blind pig, is just a...
The blind pig? Yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
You're gonna call it the blind pig now.
Oh, it's the gold pig.
No, we're good with blind pig. It's fine.
It's like a pork meat lovers, really. It's just all pork. The first thing is spicy sausage, and then you got the pork belly, the smoked pork that we smoked this morning.
That's what you're saying. Freshly smoked.
Yep. There's also some bacon on there, some ham, and we have a Hoosier Sweet Barbecue, which is pretty popular at
That's what I was
house,
tasting.
But it's a little twist on it. It's the Hoosier Gold, so it's a mustard barbecue.
Nice. I like it. No, I like that. I like that one. I didn't try the other one yet. I guess I got to try the other one.
I did. It was delicious.
Was it delicious?
Yeah, I thought it was awesome.
What was on the other one?
Olives.
Was it a veggie pizza?
Yeah, it's a vegetarian.
Yeah, I'm not going to touch that one. I'm sorry.
A shitload of tomatoes.
I love you guys, but no, I can't do it.
It was awesome.
I have certain standards, and they include meat.
Yeah.
We know you like the meat.
Yeah.
That happens. So what else do you guys... So you guys are known for your pizzas, I'm guessing. What else do you guys have there?
Well, we are also pretty known because we have a whole gluten-free menu, a whole vegetarian menu, a whole vegan menu, and a regular menu.
Wow. All righty.
Where are you guys located?
135 in Stones Crossing.
Okay.
The old melting pot.
How do you do a vegan pizza?
I don't know. My kid would probably be into it. I don't eat that shit. I'm with you, Pat. It's got to have meat and gluten and all that bad shit.
Yep.
Yeah.
I want it all of it.
Yep.
But they do it all there.
Yep.
You're doing it all.
So how do you do but I gotta ask, how do you do the vegan? Do you have, because we had this discussion at another show of ours, and it kind of branched off because one guy thought I was talking about they keep all the vegans in a different part of the restaurant. I was asking, how do you, because a lot of places say they do vegan, but yet they cook all the vegan stuff in the same location as the meat. So do you have like a separate oven, or you guys truly keep it vegan?
Everything is actually vegan there. We have in the window, there are two places to keep hot things.
Mm-hmm.
One's for meat, one's for our black bean burgers and things like that for the vegans. We also have a separate part on the grill for just vegan things, and we also keep the fryer separate.
Well, it's awesome because a lot of places, like I said, they say vegan, and I'm not against it, and I understand that's what they want to do. But a lot of places, oh yeah, we got vegan stuff. I mean, we cook it in the same skillet we put the bacon in, but you know,
it's seasoned with bacon grease, but
oh yeah, they're
just overlook that.
Yeah, they're using the same cast iron skillet, but whatever.
It's true though.
So that's why. Well, it is. That's why I always ask it. Most places who said they have we have a vegan menu, but if you actually go back, they're cooking it in the same place as all the meat is. So that's great to hear. That's awesome, man.
So you've got the vegan menu, you got vegetarian, you got obviously the meat pies. Are you guys known for anything other than your pizzas then?
Our pulled pork nachos.
Pulled pork nachos.
Yep, our pulled pork nachos are a big seller. It's just corn tortilla chips, our beer cheese, which is made from scratch, our pulled pork, and then it goes the tomatoes, pico, cheese, sour cream, avocado, barbecue spice, more barbecue sauce, and that's it.
Yeah, I was going to worry if the chef couldn't remember what the recipe was.
I was concerned for a brief moment there.
Yeah.
So who's this sitting next to you there?
She's not going to talk.
Stacy.
That's Stacy.
My voice is gone too. Don't worry.
So you can't see her, but
microphones are for.
You can't see her, but that's Stacy with no voice.
There you go. All right.
Welcome to the show, Stacy with no voice.
Thank you.
There we go.
Oh,
Okay.
that's she tried.
Her voice is gone.
Yeah,
Actually.
did you hear it? Yeah, you can barely hear my voice, but it's there a little bit.
We'll pump it. We'll bump it up.
So what do you do there?
I'm a server.
You're a server. Okay.
Yes.
Very nice.
How's the turnout at the booth?
Oh, good.
You guys getting very good turnout. Awesome,
Yeah,
man.
a lot
This
of
is
people
first.
back.
Were you guys
Second.
here the previous years or the first year?
Actually, we won the previous year.
Oh, did you?
Oh, nice.
We weren't. The three of us weren't here last year. We had there's a bunch of the pigs, so we had a different squad here because we were down in Memphis. So I wasn't sure who won last year. Awesome, man. Well, hopefully, good luck to you guys this year. And your pizza's really good. I might try the veggie pizza, but I really doubt it. But I wish you the best of luck on it.
Come over
All right,
and
thank you,
try
man.
the veggie pizza. It's good.
All right. All right, but I'm a pig. I like meat.
Come on. I'll bring it to
right.
you. I'll bring it to you.
Yeah, often.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Cheers.
Appreciate it.
Cheers.
Thank
Cheers.
you.
Hi, this is Kelly from 18th Street Brewery, and you are listening to Blind Pig Confessions.
Thank you. Brendan, take us home.
Hey, we are back at Pies and Pints 2018, third annual.
Yes, sir.
We're closing it out right now.
Getting there.
And I think this is climatic because one of the brewers that we always talk about, and they're young, but we've been talking about since we've had them.
2 years now.
2 years we've been talking about Moontown.
Maybe
I
two
think
and
the
a- maybe
first
two and
time
a
we
half.
had Moontown was at Anderson, right?
Anderson. It was 2009. Anderson. No, not 2009.
No.
Sorry.
Jesus Christ, who fucking year you?
2015. Anderson.
Yeah.
Actually, the first time we met them, though, Brendan, Pat wasn't there. You and I met them at the first Indy's Next Hot Model.
Right, yeah.
That's when we actually met them for
Right.
the first time.
But we had their beer, and we thought, we'll go check them out. And then we were like, holy this is fucking good.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
And we were really impressed with everything you guys had was amazing. So we got Moontown with us, and not only
all
here,
right.
but you guys won tonight. You guys won the overall.
Oh yes, that's right.
And it just, I think it speaks volumes because you guys have great beer. I mean, I think there's
Thanks.
a lot. There's so many craft brewers in Indianapolis that you guys know of, all around the state and Michigan. I mean, it's just a huge thing right now, and you have to have. You're not gonna be able to compete unless you don't have good beer. You don't have a weird gimmick. You know, you better have good beer, and you guys don't have any gimmicks. You guys just have good frickin' beer.
I don't know. They do have a brewery in a high school. That's a little bit of a gimmick.
But they were doing this before that.
And their
High school
and their
gym.
their jockey boxes are made out of garbage cans. So
got to start somewhere, baby.
But you guys been talked about long before the brewery opened because you guys are bringing out such good beer to those events on all the festivals, and everybody was talking about Moontown, and we've been hyping you guys up since we've had you first because we just love your beer. And I know I'm drinking the porter right now.
I just finished the porter.
Did you?
Yep.
And I had the lager earlier, and it was incredible.
Oh yes.
What's the William? What's
Cecil and
Yes.
William? Yeah,
Oh,
the two New
God,
England IPAs.
It's just
yeah.
amazing. Everything you guys do, I just think is great. So
Thanks. Appreciate it.
William's coming back soon.
Is it?
Getting
ready for summer?
Who do we have on? You didn't even introduce me.
Cody Peskowski.
Cody
And
and
Pete-
Dad.
Pete Mattingly. Dad.
Dad.
Champ.
Dad Mattingly. We just call him Dad, and then we call him Dad's wife, and Dad's wife is usually here too.
Right. She's back there saying I need to go home.
I hear they travel in pairs.
They do.
Well, it's good to have you guys on, man. We love having
thanks.
you guys. We love being. Pat and I went up to the grand opening. What the event space is opening.
Yes.
Yep.
And you just see the love from the town.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
They're
and you
great.
guys said that you guys had a lot of support from the town when you guys
They're great.
put that
They're
together.
great partners. Yeah, great partners.
I want to see the hoops. You need to bring the basketball hoops up just so we can just start playing and people just tell people to watch out. With balls flying everywhere.
Well,
Be
Bobby's
hilarious.
got a challenge that if
Does he?
anyone beats him on 3-on-3, one-on-one,
One-on-one.
I should say one-on-one, not 3-on-3, one-on-one, they get a free month of beer. Now it's for staff, but Maybe you can argue or
Well,
finagle in there.
We've
I
been
don't know.
pushing this long enough. We might as well be staff, right?
Right, yeah.
Tallest staff right now is 5'4", and Bobby's 6'2", so he hadn't hired anybody taller than him. Covering his bet.
I was going to say, the first show we got to do out there, we were in there when it was still just kind of a shell.
Brendan
There wasn't a whole lot
missed
going
that
on
one,
yet.
yeah. Yep. There were the beams holding up the roof were still not nailed in that I leaned on.
Oh, quit your whining. It was a construction
I was
site.
just worried about the ceiling falling in.
Had heart area.
No, that was a lot of fun though to come up there and get to see it
Oh, no,
and
it
get to
was
record
awesome.
there before
Yeah.
everything was even really
Yeah. And
in shape.
We haven't even seen is the restaurant site open yet? Or
Coming up
real
2
short?
weeks.
Okay.
March 15th.
March Madness, St. Patrick's Day. The
Oh,
double,
nice.
The double whammy.
Perfect.
Best beer drinking weekend of the year.
Oh,
hell yeah.
Absolutely.
I think every weekend's the best.
Well,
weekend.
St. Patrick's Day is kind of the most dangerous weekend of drinking.
It is.
Yeah, there you go.
It is. Especially
So-
if you're serving good beers and high gravity beers and drinking them like you would a normal beer. Yeah. It can be a fun, dangerous
That's a
weekend.
normal Friday for us, dude.
Well, that's true. Normal Friday. We're on Monday morning.
But you're talking about getting around tonight and meeting some of their brewers. And
Right.
Have you had any wild beers tonight, or something that you surprised you, or just something you hadn't had before that you really enjoyed?
No, anything. I'm originally an Indiana native, and so coming back here, I've been away from the state almost a decade, and this has been in the planning for a long time. So I'm happy to be back in the home state, but also I feel that Indiana's changed so much, especially from a craft beer community perspective, and trying to get out there and meet those guys. It's kind of been my big thing lately, but we've been so busy starting a brew pub that I've been a little busy, a little hard to get away, might be. But this has been a great opportunity. I was really happy to get out there and rub some elbows and meet a lot of the other brewers that came out, because brewers don't always come to these events. It's nice to see it. I try to, but it is very nice to see them out here. And no, most recently I just was hanging out with Steve over at Black Acre and enjoying Natural Liberty.
That's a good one. Yeah, that's a
Tasty
very good
beer.
one. Right
And then actually Jeff from Center Point was hooking me up with. They've got they've got an oak aged
that white
virgin
oak.
oaked white IPA, and then they've got a oak aged barley wine, which I like some barrel aged beers when done right, not overly so. I think both of those were.
But that's a different take on the barrel age, because whenever you hear barrel age, it's an already used bourbon barrel or whiskey barrel. This is a virgin barrel that they will then resell to a whiskey or bourbon place to do a beer barrel.
Right.
Bourbon or whiskey.
That'll be interesting.
We were talking about that earlier. They're switching it up now.
Yep.
It was always the other way around. All you got were used whiskey or bourbon barrels or even sherry barrels or they were all used.
Oh yeah.
Now they're flipping it up, and the whiskey people and the distilleries understand that you can get some beer flavor, a wholly different profile, and by beer flavor in your liquor.
Cask Mates, for example, Jameson.
Yeah, Jameson has a Cask Mates thing. Yeah, I still need to try that. I keep seeing advertisements, but when you go to the bar that has the flyer up, they don't actually have any.
Oh, a little. It's fine. A little overhyped in my opinion, but I'm not that diehard. I know some people are diehard Jameson fans.
Sure.
I'll take a shot of Jameson with you anytime. Not a diehard fan. It's decent.
Right.
But I expected more from the beer
okay.
component, but
I
that's
gotcha.
me being the beer guy probably.
Probably. But it's still a nice
it's
reverse.
cool.
It's a nice
Super
reversal.
cool. Oh, I love
to
that
try
idea.
it, and maybe it's just it's still a work in progress.
I grew up on Jameson, drinking PBR and Jameson, and then after grade school, I realized, holy shit, there's a really good whiskey out there. And I'm not a big Irish whiskey fan. After I started developing my palate and
Carbon,
but I will take it in a carb bomb.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's okay. But yeah, there's so much better whiskey out there.
But you got to give it to them. They've been around forever.
They're not going anywhere.
You can't knock them down. But just
hey,
palates change.
We talk about Guinness. I still think is incredible, but I think Americans are making some much
way better
stouts and porters now. I mean, they're just amazing.
Yeah, we talked about that Metazoa chocolate stout still kicking me.
Yeah,
that chocolate milk stout they got.
Mm-hmm.
How did Mama Mattingly?
She liked it.
Did she like it?
Yeah,
I know she was going to go over after I suggested
I
it.
tried it. I liked it too.
It was a really dark chocolate. What did you try it?
I enjoyed it. Yeah.
That was a pretty good one.
No, very very sweet, but great chocolate notes and
without being too sweet.
No,
and
not
it's,
over.
and it's not even
not
syrupy or anything.
Not even a
really
dark
good.
chocolate bitter too much either. So
that was very tasty. Good drink of beer.
So does Moontown have anything coming up that you haven't done yet that you're thinking about doing this summer? Or?
Like obviously one-off beers or something like that. You know, we're really trying to scratch the surface. I compiled all of Pete and Bobby's old recipes and the stuff that I've brought to the table, and we're kind of looking at what we have available and what makes most sense. I'm a strong believer in variety, so having a variety on tap all the time is always my goal. That way you can come in and hopefully find something you like, or especially the person's like, I'm not a beer drinker.
Yeah.
Well, let me try to change your opinion. Exactly.
Well, with your staples, and then just have a varietal, rotating varietal, a couple of those. Yeah.
The one guy asked me tonight, what are you most proud of? I'm like, well, I'm proud of all of them. I wouldn't put them out if I wasn't proud of them, and I mean that. But the Pilsner that we brought tonight is in the Czech style, but it is not filtered, so that's why we're calling it Keller Pils. But we use 100% Weyermann floor malted Bohemian Pilsner, which is an heirloom variety, and it did everything I expected it to do. I'm pretty proud of all the nuanced characteristics that are in the aroma even and the flavor of that beer. I would have to chalk it up to that malt, but it turned out real well. Other than that, I mean, we just put on a Grisette, that Pilsner, and then Bright Side of the Moon just released today too. So we got that on. We're gonna throw some things in some barrels coming up. But other than that, we actually, again, trying to find some time. We need to, as funny as it sounds, got to break out that one barrel system to do some of the smaller stuff that tends not to sell as well, and not knocking the styles.
Right.
But I've got a soft spot for doing a good Goza or a Flanders.
There you go, Flanders.
Oud-Bruin, some of those, and
Flanders.
And I'd like to do a lot of those, but maybe on the small batch, and we'll see what happens. So if we can find the time, I'm ready to carve it out.
But we understand. You're starting up. It's going to take you a while to get into an even keel.
Sure.
You gotta get it running first.
The Ned.
Yes.
Flanders.
Yes, the Ned Flanders. Oakley dokley.
Oakley dokley Ned.
Is that beard name taken yet? Might have to be.
It's got to be.
Not, it should be.
I don't know what else we got, man. I feel, we'll have to edit that.
I wish
part.
I had something. I wish I had something more exciting to tell you about what we got coming up, but
no, your exciting stuff is already. We were already excited.
Yeah,
and I will say it again. One of the things I love about Moontown is you guys aren't doing gimmicks. You're not doing blueberry shit. You're just making good beer.
Yeah,
and so you're not trying to wow people with hey, I'm gonna try this outrageous stuff and.
I would agree.
And there's a place for that, and we always talk about it, and then some people do it and do it well, but you guys make great lagers and great porter. You guys make good beer.
Thanks.
And you're true to the form, and I think that speaks a lot to what you guys are doing and trying to do, and you're doing it well. So.
And
making damn good beer.
I appreciate hearing that, because that's exactly what we're trying to do.
Yeah.
I struggle the most with coming from my roots with Gordon Biersch. Like it's very tough that way because style is important, and I do respect style, but at the same time, I want to be inventive and I want to be creative and do those things and try some wild stuff within reason though, and with the right amount of safeguard, let's say.
Sure.
But no, I'm glad to hear that you think that we're executing that well, because that is the goal. I mean, that's what we're trying to do. That's what I'm trying to do when I make beer. So
we talk about a lot. We go to places where even just the porters and stouts anymore, you can't tell one from the other, and you should be able to. Right. But a lot of times you can't because they mix. It doesn't even. Why are they calling this
right? No,
you guys know.
But that's it. It's the name game, right?
It is, and it's
don't try to call a beer by its name if you didn't make that beer.
Yeah,
because that really chaps. I don't like that.
Yeah. Okay, you feels me.
Quit calling your porter. Quit calling your brown a porter.
Yeah,
it's not a porter.
Right.
Quit calling your freaking stout or your porter a stout. It's not a stout. Let's figure out There's a book here that shows you what they're supposed to be.
And I'm totally fine with not sticking to style and making something that doesn't fit the style.
That's fine, but declare it.
Don't call it that.
Declare it. Hey, this is in the style of, like your Pilsner. This is in the style of a Czech Pilsner.
Right.
Yeah.
But we ran it through a leaky
dirty
bucket
sack.
And a dirty sack.
Drinkable beers is in my mind is what it's all about.
And because we've had you on, like when we had you on at Whitestown and all that. That's what you guys are always about.
Yeah.
And what you have been since we first tasted it a couple of years ago.
Yep.
Yeah, I think if a brewery's making some good solid beers, and then they want to do something crazy one day, obviously that's fun for us too, because then we can come in. You guys say, "Hey, Blind Pigs, come up to Moontown. We did this really crazy shit. You gotta come and try it." It's some off the wall thing. That's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
But we trust your opinion because you're making such great beer all around that if you do something completely insane, you tell me that you're whatever, some off the wall shit, I'm gonna come try it and not even think twice about it because I trust what you're brewing already. Now there's some brewers out there, they say we're doing this. I'm like, I'm not drinking that. That sounds nope.
No, it's true.
I mean, if you can't get a simple beer right, I'm not going to try some weird off the wall shit.
Come taste my beer sifted through a sweat sock and poured through a hose from your garage. This is awesome. I like this.
I once tasted a beer that tasted like jalapeno and gym sock.
No, it was dirt jalapeno and gym sock.
Yeah, dirt jalapeno and gym sock. Yeah.
I wasn't even sure we could call it jalapeno. It was dirt gym socks. No, green.
Yeah, it just tasted like
green.
Vegetal.
It just tasted like
green.
the color green. It was supposed to be a pepper,
I don't think I want
but
to
it
try
tasted like the color green.
It was bad, and yeah.
Simulated.
It has, and I feel bad because the people who've listened to this show, we reference that beer a lot, but it was literally that freaking bad. None of these guys have. Just him and I had that one.
I've, I'm like you guys. I'm sure you get around a lot, try a lot of beer. Luckily, again, I'm very impressed coming back to Indiana. I think there's a lot of good Indiana beer out here.
Absolutely.
Very proud. There's a lot of, even in this room tonight, I had a lot of good beers.
Amen.
And no surprise either, but it is always odd still, and I guess somewhat not surprising, but still somewhat. When you go to a brewery and you're like, okay, things look good put together here. Get a pint. Like I had one when I first moved back to the state at a brewery that is no longer open. It was quite a horrible pint. One of the worst I've had in a long time.
It does happen to us sometimes.
And that was...
Yeah. I've had a couple, though, too, where it's literally just... have you run into some of them where it's not even the beer. It's either the line or the shitty glassware that's not, you know what I mean? That's I've run into a few of those now doing this over the last couple of years.
The water too. The water's a big deal.
Oh yeah.
The biggest thing I
the
think
pH, keeping your pH right and getting that nice clean water. But I've run into where I'm looking at the glass and I'm going, this glass is just nasty. The glass has film on it, and you're like, I wonder why it tastes like dish soap.
Right.
Well, the other thing is kind of like what Brendan mentioned, where our palates are starting to change because we started doing this craft beer thing, and we're starting to understand a lot more of it. We go to places and we taste a beer, and we're like, "Ew, tastes like butter. It's not supposed to taste like butter." We're starting to pick up on that kind of stuff a lot more too. So maybe we're just a little bit more finicky. I don't know, but
yes, we're snobs now.
I don't know if
knowledgeable.
Oh shit!
Knowledgeable.
What it's called?
Snobs.
But I don't know if 5 years ago, if I would have tasted the beer, I would have known that it was tasting buttery.
Right.
Now I taste it, and I'm like, oh, greasy butter. Yep, nope, that beer's not healthy.
I only
it's
stick,
not good.
I only stick my pinky halfway up to the moon.
Yeah, it's only halfway there.
Well, guys, man, I love having you guys on.
Thanks for coming to the charity.
Yes.
This is because your first year. Have you done this in the previous years or no?
it's the first time
I know you
done
were
it.
still doing festivals the last couple of years, but
Well, keep
it's a
coming
good
back. You
charity.
guys should be everywhere we are because
yes.
we want your beer. So you just have to make sure we're at every festival.
So are we going to see you tomorrow?
We'll be there tomorrow.
Yep.
Amen.
Bobby
And
and I tomorrow. We'll
A couple
be there.
different beers. That Grisette is coming out,
Yeah,
and the
right.
Bright Side will be there. In
Oh,
Lebanon.
nice.
Yep.
Awesome. Well, we'll see you guys
Good
in the
deal.
morning then.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cheers.
Thanks.
Cheers.
guys. All right.
Yep, pretty much the way it rolls.
We're closing out the 2018 Pies and Pints, right?
Yes.
Moontown won. I don't know who the pizza guys who won. We had Hot Fire, Hot Box was here, Brozoni,
Hot Fire, Hot Fox.
Hot Hops and Fire. I said Hot Box,
Hot Box, and
Brozoni, and there was another one over there in the corner. I didn't get.
Hops and Fire, Brozoni, and Hot Box.
No, there was a fourth one. They were on the other side
Did
of
I
Moontown.
eat them?
And the other one. They didn't win. Anyway.
Jordan, I honestly don't know how many pies you ate tonight.
I only had a couple pies. That was after a few beers.
I don't know what you're eating. But the arts we're here again for a charity. This is just a charity event. Great.
Yeah.
And
Arts for Learning.
Arts for Learning.
Yes.
They made their goal, if I understand right.
Yeah, actually, they were like an
Above?
hour in. They were only like 1,000 off from. So yeah, they
What
hit
they
their goal,
needed.
and yeah, so yeah, it's a great event.
Yeah.
We love coming here, and we all care about what it's for. I love the arts.
Yes.
If you don't, I don't like you.
Yeah, you got to. I mean, everything can't just be going shopping and watching TV all the time. There's gonna be art, Well, actually, you wouldn't if you didn't have art, you wouldn't be watching TV either because there'd be no shows.
But it's not just
There'd be
that.
no
Like you
nothing.
said, they do things, finding new ways to make kids
to educate
and learn. So it's a great. It really
it's an
is
awesome charity.
A great charity.
And she said the kids came up with this. I tease her a little bit because she's like, "Oh, the kids. Well, let's have a pizza party." And then she's like, "Well, let's add beer." And I'm like, "So your kids came up with something they can't attend?" You weren't here, Jordan, when I did it, but
their kids are college students.
Actually, and yes, that's what. Yeah. Well, some of them are, but some of them aren't.
Well,
for the ones they teach. But yeah, some of them aren't necessarily 21. College kids don't have to be 21.
That's true.
Some of them cook pizza for.
Yeah. He's
hot
21.
Fire.
Hops and fire.
But dude,
that was good pizza.
Yeah, and he was excited to get on the show.
He really
He
was.
sure was.
I thought
yeah.
it was great pizza. Actually, I really liked that.
I don't know if they picked a pizza. Were they picking a pizza winner too?
I didn't hear them say what the winner was.
Yeah, we'll check on that. If not, we'll add it to the show notes.
Yeah.
When we put the show out.
We may have been talking over the announcement.
We tried to stop
because we drink and we're kind of assholes.
We a little bit, yeah. There's good beer going on, man. I'm drinking. There's good beer. There's going to be lots of weird talking and noise going on.
But and we got to see some of our favorites, man. We love Round Town and Moontown.
We do.
The
We push them a lot.
The towns that are shit.
Centerpoint was on point. Metazoa was on point.
Man, Centerpoint had some great beers tonight.
Metazoa on point.
Yeah.
Yep.
Beer Brewery was here on point. Their beers.
Now I gotta say, I had the Citra hopped one from Black Acre.
Black Acre, yeah.
And I loved it because I love Citra, and it was
you do.
It was a good beer.
Typically, something that punches in the face like that, especially for something like I usually would no
Scoff at a little bit, yeah.
Man, that was good. Yeah, that really was good.
It had a lot of Citra in it.
Yeah, but
it's okay, Pat. You don't have to like it. I mean,
Upland brought the Shelvet Vampain.
They did Velvet Champagne, the Shelvet Vampain. Is that what you just said?
It's the Shelvet Vampain.
He said Shelvet Vampain.
The Shelvet Vampain.
Oh, the Shelvet Vampain.
You mean the Velvet Champagne?
No, the Shelvet Vampain.
Okay.
Oh, so lovely.
Which was one of the first craft beers I fell in love with.
Yes, that's true.
Champagne Velvet. I didn't even know Upland was here. I must have missed them.
Neither of us got it right. I forgot. Yeah, you're right. It was Champagne Velvet. Shelvet Vampain. I said Velvet Champagne.
I don't think I've ever called that beer
Velvet.
the right name ever. Because
Jordan, close us out, man. What are we doing?
So
thanking everybody. I don't know. You tell me.
Well, we're thanking everybody. Obviously, thank you to Pies and Pints for allowing us to be a part of this charity event. And it's so nice to see the breweries that show up here donating their time, and I'm assuming they probably donate their beer for this event too, as well. And then the pizza places do as well. So,
well, I was surprised to see that was the new Moontown brewer on too.
Yes,
I was actually surprised for him to be at this one. Brewers don't come out a lot.
No,
especially to some of the regular night ones. They might come out to a weekend festival, but it is a Friday night.
Right.
Which
is nice
awesome
to see, and
I think it's even better as the brewer to be here and you win.
Yeah.
Because you're usually not at these events, especially something like this. You have the actual competition, so it's I'm sure it's gonna mean a lot to him to be.
Of course,
and he's getting married.
Yeah, we just heard that. Yeah, he's got his boys here for his bachelor party. His bachelorette party.
Bachelorette. Just because he has long hair, Pat.
Jeez, Pat. God, profile much?
Get in the 20th century.
Jeez. I'm so behind the times.
But so we're gonna get closed out here. But I mean, we got to get up early in the morning and start all over again, and we have another festival in the morning to do. So, Blind Pig's in demand.
Yes. Yeah, we are. Hell yeah.
So it's nice to be wanted, but sometimes it's
tiring.
It's tiring, a little overwhelming sometimes.
Oh darn! Does that mean we can't stay out till 2:00 in the morning drinking?
No, it doesn't mean that at all.
Okay.
I can't. I gotta go home and work on a floor.
It just
I have an exciting life.
It's gonna be like Whitestown, where we're just hair of the dog that bit you.
We're coming, Kevin. Car bombs.
All right, guys. Cheers.
Cheers.